Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. So today we're going to be doing a look inspired by the movie Finding Dory coming out this summer. I did just get some new ColourPop products, so I was really excited to try them out. As a kid, I love Finding Nemo, really excited for Finding Dory to come out, and if you want to see how I did this look, keep watching. Hit it, Dory!
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming.
So first I'm going to start off by priming my eyelids. For this I use the Benefit Air Patrol. I'm just going to go ahead and use the applicator to go ahead and put that all the way up to near the brow bone since I'm doing a heavy look today. Once that's done, I'm just going to use my finger to smudge it in so that way it's clear and flat. After that, I'm going to go in and cover my eyelid with the MAC Paint Pot in the color Soft Ochre. That way my colors stay vibrant and true. After that, above the crease line, I'm going to be applying the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the color Coconut. For this, I'm just using a Morphe oval brush. Now once that's done, I'm going to be using the Morphe Angled Liner Brush, and I'm going to be applying the Kat Von D Star Studded Palette in the color Black Star. I'm just going to apply that right into the crease, inching it along the way and just pulling it up and out. Next, I'm going to be taking the Morphe Small Blending Brush and just make sure I'm going to go over that black so the lines aren't too harsh. Next, I'm going to go over that crease line one more time with the Kat Von D Black Star so that way the line is very dark and prominent. While doing this, I'm actually going to be applying the liner and kind of pulling it up a little bit so that way it's also smudging itself into the blue. Using the Morphe Smudger Brush, I'm going to be reapplying the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow just so that way the colors are a lot brighter in the blue area. Again, blending it in. Blending is your best friend. You don't want harsh lines on those bright eyeshadows. Next, using a angled liner brush, again, I'm actually going to be applying the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre on the lower part of my lid. When applying bright colors, you want to make sure that you're using this paint pot wet. Next, I'm going to be applying, just with the tip of my fingers, the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the color Telepathy. Next, using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, I'm going to be taking it and pulling it up and out along the edges on the corner of my eye, so that way all the overspill from my eyeshadow can actually be a lot cleaner and it'll be a nice, clean cut. Next, using an angled liner brush, I'm actually going to be taking that and cleaning it up on the line. After that, using a small blending brush, I'm actually going to be just blending in those little harsh concealer lines there before I continue. Make sure when using a beauty blender that it is a little damp so that way it can work to its full ability. Next, using the pink blending brush, I'm just going to make sure that I really get it in there so that way it's not too noticeable later. After that, using a Revlon lash curler, I'm just going to curl my lashes starting from the base and working my way to the tip of the lashes. Once that's done, using the Benefit Push-Up Liner, I'm going to just line the top of my lash line. After that, I'm going to apply some mascara, and for this today I use the Benefit Bad Gal Lash. You just want to, again, start from the tip, wiggling the wand and moving it. For my winged liner, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. liquid liner in the color Jet Black. To get a precise line, I just kind of start and I inch it up like I did with the cut crease. starting with the bottom, then the top, and then after that, coloring it in. And again, going over that line that I did with the Benefit eyeliner just to make sure I got everything. Once that's done, I'm just going to take a little bit of the Benefit What's Up and I'm just going to highlight the brow bone. And then again, using the paint pot and soft ochre, I'm going to take an angled liner brush and I'm just going to be applying it onto the waterline. Once that's done, I'm going to take the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the color Puppy, and I'm just going to be applying that under the lower lash line. Once that's done, I'm going to be taking the Morphe Smudger brush and just making sure that I'm kind of blending it in so it's not too harsh. Next, I'm going to be taking the Kat Von D Star Studded palette in the color Mandala, and I'm just going to be placing that over the liner, kind of smudging it along the way so that way, again, I don't get those harsh lines. After that, I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. liquid liner and I'm going to be applying it into the waterline of the upper lashes. When applying your false lashes, make sure you give it at least 30 seconds to get tacky. If it's too wet, it'll start sliding. You just want to set them behind your actual lashes and kind of wiggle them in. That way they're stable. And using tweezers, you do have more control over the lashes, I've learned. Once I get them on, I use my fingers to kind of push them on to make sure they're really secure. Once the lashes are on and dry, I'm going to go back over with the e.l.f. liquid liner and I'm actually just going to overline the lashes so that way you don't see any excess glue. Also going underneath the lash to make sure that I'm getting everything under the lashes as well. Once that's done, I'm going to just blend in my natural lashes with the falsies, and again I'm using the same Benefit Bad Gal lash. Also being sure I do my bottom lashes as well, starting from the base and wiggling to the tip. And after I apply that coat, I'm actually going to go over it one more time using the Younique Moodstruck Transplanting Gel. Next, I'm going to move on to the face. I've already applied my foundation. I use the Maybelline Fit Me, and now I'm just applying the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Using a pink beauty blender, I'm going to go ahead and blend that in. First, I'm going to actually spray some of the MAC Fix Plus setting spray. Just going to spray that on the beauty blender a couple times there before blending in the concealer. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And I'm just going to use the Beauty Blender once again. Going to be dabbing. You don't want to be sliding it around your face because it actually pulls the makeup. I'm also going to be applying it on the top of my nose there onto my forehead. When highlighting, these are the places of your face that you actually want to bring forward. After that, using a basic makeup sponge, I'm going to be applying the e.l.f. translucent sheer powder. It's actually a setting powder. I'm going to be applying that over the places that I've applied the concealer. You just want to set that makeup so that way throughout the day it doesn't crack, no creases, and it stays a little less oily. While I'm letting that sit, I'm going to start contouring my face. For this, I use the e.l.f. contour palette. I'm just using the darkest color, and I'm doing it right below my cheekbone, just bringing it up by the temple. For this, I'm just using a Morphe angle brush. I like to do little strokes so that way I'm getting too little at a time, because it's always better to add more, but it's a lot harder to take away. I'm also going to be applying that to the top of my forehead along with the temples as well. And when contouring, these are the parts of your face that you actually want to draw back. Next, using a total face brush, I'm just going to be brushing off the translucent powder. Using my pink beauty blender, I'm just going to go ahead and go back and blend those edges so they aren't too harsh. And next, I just bought some drugstore blush, and I'm just going to be applying that with a total face brush to the apples of my cheeks and pulling them back. And next, using the Benefit What's Up, I'm actually going to be applying it to the tip of my finger and then dabbing it on. I'm also going to apply it to the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin. And using the MAC Heroine, I'm going to be applying that on the lips today. Once that's done, I'm just going to be taking a little bit of concealer using an angled liner brush, and I'm just going to go over the edges of the lips just to make sure I got some nice straight lines. And that's it. That's the total look for Finding Dory. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for tuning in.